Welcome to DMTV News. As we wrap up the school year, we like to reminisce about the 24-25 school year. It's been a time full of memories, milestones, and meaningful moments.
That's right. Some of the biggest highlights took place right here at Daniel Morgan Technology Center. Let's take a look back at some of those unforgettable events.
Did you know that DMTC hosts a variety of community events each year? Recently, we celebrated the Military and First Responders Appreciation Day. Let's take a quick look at this year's events. This year's Military and First Responders Appreciation Day was packed with fun-filled activities, and it looked like everyone had a great time. Speaking of great time, Daniel Morgan hosted its first Righteous Rides car show. Let's take a closer look at this fun event. As you can see, these events are fun for both students and staff. We can't wait to see these events return next year. For DMTV News, I'm Zaria Hall reporting.
What an awesome experience to be a part of. I had such a great time, especially hanging out with friends and mentors in the warm spring weather.
Speaking of the past, I still remember my very first day of school. It makes me wonder, how did the seniors feel on their first day of high school?
With the school year wrapping up, we asked some of our soon-to-be grads one big question. What would you tell your first day of high school self? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Some advice I'd give myself from my first day of high school, regarding grades, really put yourself into your grades, put yourself into work, because it definitely helps out with college and more opportunities and stuff like that.
You need to not really worry or stress, but to kind of stay on top of work, because it can start to overflow really quickly.
I feel like I would tell myself not to play around with my grades and stuff, because I feel like I did lack on that a little bit.
To actually focus on school instead of watching TV after school and not doing your work.
Don't do no dumb stuff. I've been getting in trouble since school started. Don't do no dumb stuff.
To stay focused and don't let friendships ruin your year.
To not procrastinate, turn your work in on time, and never be a follower. Be around people who makes you happy.
Our seniors have come such a long way. No doubt, the first day selves will be proud. Here's hoping our undergrads can take a page from their journey. Congratulations to the class of 2025. The best is still ahead. For DMTV News, this is Patricia Norris reporting.
That really was a blast from the past. While it's fun to reflect, I can't help but look ahead and wonder, what's coming next for our seniors?
With graduation right around the corner, we caught up with a few seniors to find out what their E is. College, career, or military. Let's check out what the future looks like for our seniors.
Well, my E is I'm going to do enrollment, and I'm going to go SCC, then use a direct connect to go to UC Upstate.
My E is enlistment into the Marine Corps, the Marine Reserves.
And I'm going to enroll in USC Upstate as a teacher.
I'm going to be an RN, travel nurse, and that's what I want to be, to study for cardiology.
My E is education. I'm going to Stockton University to study art.
My E is enrollment, and I'm going to North Greenville University.
My E is enrollment, and I'm going to Presbyterian College.
I'm going into the Army National Guard.
I'm choosing enrollment and Converse.
My E is enrollment, and I'm going to the University of South Carolina, Columbia.
Each E is a different path, but all of them lead forward. Way to go, class of 2025. For DMTV News, this is David reporting.
It's clear that our seniors have some amazing plans for the future. I wonder, Izzy, do you think they had some mentors guiding them along the way?
I know I did. My teachers helped me find my E, and I've seen so many other students thrive because of their teachers' encouragement and support. Let's find out which classes and teachers made the biggest impact.
This week we asked a simple question. What's the class that changed you? Some of the answers were honest, powerful, and sometimes surprising. This is what some of the students had to say.
The class that has changed me the most would be AP US History because it's made me a hard worker.
The class that impacted me was AP Psych with Miss Little because Miss Little is such a genuine person and she cares about her students.
The class that changed me the most, I'd have to say, would probably be band because I've done it since my freshman year, and I've made most of my friends that I have now in there.
Weightlifting is the class that changed my life for the better, and when I first came into the weight room, Coach Cooksey was so supportive, and he taught me how to do every little thing, and he even invited me to the state meet for female weightlifting, where we ended up winning the 3A state championship and the overall state championship.
Probably media technology. It's a class that I've gotten to know a lot about a career that I didn't exactly know a lot coming into, and it's taught me a lot of skills that would be helpful just every day in life. How to work with other people and how to go about things in a professional manner.
Probably programming with Java, because that really cemented my interest in computers and programming. And Mr. Thornton, I think he's the best teacher to teach that ever, because he's very interactive with me and he helps me understand things I sometimes don't have a clue about.
Whether the subject, a teacher, or a single moment that made a difference, one class can really change everything. For DMTV News, I'm TJ Gowan reporting.
Some of those stories really hit home. It reminds me of a teacher who made the biggest impact in my life. And it's not just the teachers, it's the entire school staff. They've supported us behind the scenes and deserve just as much recognition.
When we talk about school, we usually focus on students and teachers, but there's a group of staff members who play a big role in our everyday routine, and they don't always get the respect they deserve. Today, we're shining a spotlight on the unsung heroes of our school. From early mornings to late afternoons, these staff members are always working to keep our school safe, clean, and running smoothly, and they deserve to be seen and appreciated.
To all the staff, thank you. We see you, we appreciate you, and we couldn't have done this year without you.
As the school year comes to a close, we wish you all a fun-filled graduation, a relaxing summer, and to our seniors, good luck in everything you do next.
That's it for this edition of DMTV News. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye!